Hello again. Thank you for tuning in today. We've been having elections to the Scottish Parliament in recent weeks. Polling day was last Thursday, and there was a lot of campaigning going on in the weeks running up to it. It was all very civilised, of course, except when the leader of one of the smaller parties had a go at a prominent supporter of one of the larger parties by calling her a jakey. Now, I know that some of you who are watching this message don't live in Scotland and therefore won't know what a jakey is, so let me explain. A jakey is a person of low class, often of low morality, usually male. Their manner of speech is quite demotic, often vulgar. Not all of their words are Sunday school words. Their drink of choice tends to be a fortified wine known as Buckfast. For those of you who have never heard of Buckfast, I can only suggest you look it up on Google. The bottom line is that jakeys are very much looked down upon, pretty much the lowest of the low. So as an insult to a political opponent, it was pretty extreme. But it got me thinking, what would Jesus have made of jakeys in his day? During his brief time on earth, Jesus was good at drawing marginalised people to himself, those who were consistently and deliberately pushed aside by society. He listened, he took action, he met needs. Contrary to human nature, Jesus sought out those who were looked down upon, the people he referred to as the least of these. In the context in which he was living and going about his ministry, there were those who were considered the respectable and admired people of society, while others were considered unclean and unwanted. But Jesus didn't avoid the outcasts. He offered himself to them and gave them the opportunity to become part of his family. There's a wonderful story of a man who was despised by the people among whom he lived because he was a tax collector. And tax collectors were notorious for ripping the people off and keeping some, often quite a lot, of the taxes for themselves. This tax collector went by the name of Zacchaeus, and he wasn't a very tall man. He couldn't see over the crowds around Jesus, so he ran on ahead and climbed a tree to get a better view. As he passed, Jesus called out, "Zacchaeus, get down. I'm coming to stay at your house today." Well, the people were scandalised, of course. It was as if Jesus had made friends with a jakey. But Jesus didn't care. To him, Zacchaeus was as much a son of Abraham as any man. And that's true of the people we look down upon too. The jakeys, the single mums, the drug addicts, the homeless people sleeping in shop doorways. All of them are children of God, no less than any of us. Jesus cared dearly for people. He was moved with compassion for these people because they were lost. They had no direction. They had no shepherd. They were harassed and helpless, but they were as welcome in his kingdom as we are. Let's remember that whenever we find ourselves starting to look down on someone. May God bless you and all whom you love this day and always. Bye for now.